I really did see myself, I was going to be a research scientist. That's what I wanted to do. I'd always been, fascinated with cosmology, astrophysics, just all kinds of physics. I mean, quantum, everything. And I mean, I really enjoyed my degree. But I think it's sort of around like the time into my second year, third year, when I realised travelling around with bands and sort of seeing this more like different type of lifestyle, and I was like, I think it was a little bit more interesting. So I kind of figured out that it wasn't really going to be for me. So I left university 2005, so I graduated, it was great. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. Moved down to London. I didn't really want to get a job. I remember seeing an advert in the newspaper saying, could you use your powers of skill and deception to win yourself £100,000? And I was like, oh, well, that sounds like fun.
She has this really cool vibe. Like, my feelings about Liv has always been positive. She's super like rocker, hardcore, kind of badass chick.
And then it turned out that it was poker. It was Ultimate Bet, and they had Annie Duke, Phil Hellmuth and Devilfish, and they were to train these 5 poker virgins, because we'd never played poker before, and train us, and we played against one another.
I think she's very disciplined, and she cashes very consistently, goes deep in a lot of tournaments, and she's able to weather the storm when the cards run bad and that sort of thing.
The main event is a very good tournament for her because she plays the hands that she plays well. She's very patient. She doesn't seem to get too frustrated. I think she goes deep in these big fields. She plays well against bad players. Don't they say that about Phil Hellmuth?
I think my biggest advantage actually is my patience. I got a bit impatient last year in it. I wasn't that experienced at playing, these super deep, well-structured tournaments. And now I've been on the circuit for the last 6 months, playing a lot more, and I've finally understood now that there is no rush. You have 30,000 chips, or in the WPT we had 100,000 chips to start with. I didn't even know what to do with them. And now I've learned that. And I mean, I was already a patient player before, but now I'm a lot more patient. And I mean, I know I won't give up. That could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, I don't know, but I think that will be my biggest advantage. It's always good to be the minority in any field. If you're the only guy in a group of women, it's always good, so being the only guy in a group of guys is fantastic. It was interesting, I was actually talking to Daniel Negreanu about it. He was like, if I was a woman, I would do even better than I do now. I'm like, well, you do pretty damn well. He's like, yeah, but he said, what you don't realise is that so many women, you'll sit down and you'll want to be stern and unpleasant at the table because you feel like people won't take you seriously. He said, you should play up on the fact that you're young and attractive, and people want you at the table. And it's this new thing I'm now trying, because before I was always very hood up, glasses on, I don't want to talk to anyone. And now I'm like, actually no, why not? I'll have fun at the table, talk to people, make eye contact, flirt a little bit even, whatever's necessary. Because it can do a number of many things. It might make people just want you to stay around, so subconsciously they're rooting for you. They might soft play you even because they don't want you to go. 3, they might actually think they're in with a shot. Whatever, if you're really flirty, they might think, oh, I'm in here, better keep her around. So, I don't know, it was just an interesting point of perspective that he sort of suggested to me. It is the main event. This will be the second time I've played it. I played it the first time last year. It was such an experience, such an honour to be able to play it. And, I mean, there is nothing more prestigious. In the first few days, I mean, I'm going to follow the usual strategy in any tournament you should do is start off fairly tight and progressively get looser and change gears as the blinds get bigger, the antes kick in and everything, and start building the stack steadily. I mean, I'm not one of these people that goes out and just looks to gamble and I'm either chip leader or I'm out. That's just not the way I play. I'm just going to be looking for steady, constant chip accrual, playing big pots against weak players and so on and so forth. It's astoundingly soft field for a $10,000 buy-in. There are going to be some of the best players in the world in there too, so you could get unlucky and get a table of death, but the majority of the time it's qualifiers, people who just, they're poker tourists essentially. They've ponied up 10,000 and they've come out, they're shot. I'm going to take each day as it comes, but it's could be the most important 8 days of your life.